How's it going, guys? King of the fourth quarter here, and we're back with another episode of our Minnesota Timberwolves MyGM Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Wow, we've made it a long way, right? We're up on this San Antonio Spurs team 3-2, trying to close out this series to make it to the NBA Finals. It's crazy because if you look at our roster on paper, you would not think that this is a team that can make it to the finals, but we're trying to prove everybody wrong. We had a great regular season, and a lot of people didn't think it'll translate well to the playoffs. That's because we're a high-tempo, fast-break team. And that really, like, if you think about real life, those teams usually don't make it far in the playoffs. But we're trying to prove that wrong, be the first team to do that. Right here, we're going to start off very early, making that three with Jimmy Butler. But before we get too in-depth with the video, I want to ask you guys a question. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while for these videos. I may go back to it, but I want you guys to comment down below what you think this game is going to end in. Like, do you think we're going to win? If you think we're going to win, how much are we going to win by? Do you think the Spurs are going to fight back and force the game 7? Like, I want to know how good of a guesser you guys are. If you guys don't know, I do this regularly. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, like, every day I give my predictions on what team is going to win against what. Like, it's just something fun for me, and I want to see how close you guys can be. So guess, are we going to win? Are we going to win by 20? They're going to win by 20? Let me know in the comment section. I want to see who's going to get close. I know a lot of you guys are really smart. You've been keeping up with the series, so you know what each team can do. You know my skill set, and I just want to see how you guys do it. So early in this game, we started off guns blazing. We went on a very nice run to start the game. We were up 16-6 at one point. But then as soon as we put those bench players in, things went to hell. Like, our bench players did not really step up the way they need to. And we can't have that, basically. You can't have a championship team that doesn't have bench players. Like, all 5 of our starters played great to start their game. But as soon as we put the bench players in, people just started to fold, basically. And they cut that lead down so fast. Already in the second quarter, it's back down to about 4 or 5. So we just need our bench players to step it up. Right there, Karl-Anthony Towns with the block. We're on a fast break. You know we're going to give up to Wiggins, and Wiggins going to do what he does best, dunking on everybody. Like, this series is really fun to play. Like, think about these two rosters. We have guys on our team that make the highlight plays. We have Wiggins. We have Zach LaVine. We have Butler. Like, guys that go out there and get the buckets, but kind of pleasing to the eye. Right there, another dunk. Like, we do things that people like to watch. But you think about the Spurs, they don't have those guys. They play nice, fundamental basketball. And it's kind of weird to see these two teams go against each other. I want to know. Well, I guess I already know. But I want you guys to see how this ends. Like, do the flashy guys, the flashy young guys go out there and beat the hardened veterans? You don't know, I do, but we're going to find out right here. If they force a Game 7, we're going back to Minnesota, and we don't want that, though. Game 7s are hard, especially when you're going against a team like this. Right there, Kawhi Leonard missed that shot, stole it, then dunked on the team. And, like, we had that big lead in the first quarter, but look, it's already cut down to now 2 points right there after that Kawhi Leonard baseline jumper, and they're going to eventually take this lead, guys. Like, it's crazy to think about. We were just up by so much. Right here, we're running the break. Tony Roden on the break by himself, basically. David West was trailing, but he wasn't fast enough. But now we're getting to the third quarter already here. Right there, Tim Hardaway Jr. pulling up. Like, I've been basically sagging off the man because we need help guarding Tony Parker. It sounds weird to say. Like, I've guarded Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, basically some of the best guards in the league. But when it comes down to guarding Tony Parker, it's nearly impossible. I want you guys to try it. Like, really, Hall of Fame simulation, try to stay in front of Tony Parker. It is impossible. Right here, I'm trying my best, but what he does, he gets right past our young guys at 34 years old. I think he's 34, about 34 years old, and just finishes at the hoop like he's young again. It's cool to see because I do like Tony Parker, but I hate it because I'm going against him right now. Like, they already built on this lead, and they were up by 14, I want to say, at one point, but we're trying our best to fight back. We don't want to go into Game 7, but right here, Jimmy Butler's going to get that on-ball steal. He's all alone on the break, and one dunk by Jimmy Butler, one half of the Slash Bros, and we're cutting that lead already. Now we're down by 5 late in this third quarter, trying to, like, basically cut the lead as much as we can going into the fourth. Right there, Thiago Splitter gets the easiest bucket you can probably get. Going into the fourth, we're down 91-84. We got to pick it up. We do not want to go Game 7. Game 7 is probably the hardest game to play. And right here, we're going to come off the screen. They're going to double it. We're going to kick it out to Tyus Jones early in this fourth. And that's a nice way to set the tone. Tyus Jones finally stepping up for us. And here we go. We're already down by 7. Right here, Tony Roden's going to go get an easy dunk. Man, I'm already thinking about the offseason just a little bit. I know we still got a lot of playoffs to go, but I don't know if I'm going to bring Tony Roden back. Like, we signed him last year. I just don't like playing with him. Like, I like guys that can do everything. Like, he can't make a jump shot. That's basically it. Zach LaVine can dunk on people, make jump shots. Wiggins can do the same thing. So is Jimmy Butler. I just don't like that Tony Roden can't do that as much as the other guys. I know there's a point guard out there that can back me up and do that. But right here, we're going to give it up to Jimmy Butler on the fast break, and we are dunking it. Now we're only down by 4. The guys are fighting hard. This young Minnesota Timberwolves team have a lot of heart. Right here, look at this mismatch. Eric Woods going right at Tony Parker. He was a baby down there, and he dunked on his head. So now it's down to 2. Fast break. Still can't dunk with Zach LaVine. I don't know what that is. Tell me if you guys can dunk with Zach LaVine. Just go into a game, try to dunk with him. It is impossible for me. Right here, late in the 4th quarter, we get that block, and on the other end, we're trying to score a bucket, trying to waste as much time as possible. Give it to Wiggins. Is he going to make it? He misses. So it's 30 seconds left. We're up by 1. We got to play some stellar defense, because if they score, they win, basically. Like, we want to play the best defense we can. You know, Tony Parker has been heating us up all game. So here we go. He's going to give it up to LaMarcus Aldridge, who gets stripped. And that is it, guys. We're going to the NBA here, but guess what? They're not going to make it. We play some good defense down the stretch, and we are going to the finals. This is a team that had the 5th overall pick last year in the draft, turned it all the way around, and we're going to the finals. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like, and tomorrow I'll give you guys the preview for the finals. You guys will find out who we're going against. I think it was between the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, I said Philadelphia 76ers. This is the first time I've ever won the Western Conference or Eastern Conference finals in this game. And a lot of these animations are pretty cool. Right here, we're going to raise the trophy. Jimmy Butler with it. The start in 5. I thought that was neat. That's the king of the 4th quarter, and I'm out. Thanks so much for watching.